Well, in the spring and the fall, the weather can get a little shaky down here in the southeast. And this is probably 25 years ago. I was going on the road trucking, and wife and the kids were little then. We were living in a stick house, and that's not very well protected. And even on the worst of nights, you know, you're 95% chance of nothing's going to happen, but that 5% can be a big, big problem. So to give them a peace of mind and me a peace of mind, I checked into the fiberglass prefabbed and the metal prefabbed, and back then they were going for about $5 grand installed. So I went to a guy who makes these septic tanks and talked to him, and he said, yeah, I make them. 5-inch concrete with a metal cage, rebar cage built in. It was basically $1 a square foot, so it's about 1,500 bucks versus $5 grand, but I did the work. So we took and just cut the hole out. That's about a 4-foot rise or drop, however you want to look at it, from beginning to the back there. So you're partially underground, but not all the way. But there's 3 foot of dirt on top, so you're not going nowhere. Poured the pad first, and over on the edges where the wall was going to be, it was about 8 inches thick. Oh, price comparison too. Back for this is then $5,000 or $6,000. This was $2,200 altogether. So I paid 1,500 bucks for the shelter, and then what, 700 bucks for supplies and to finish it out. But anyway, pads are thick enough to hold these walls up. They're full of concrete and rebar, hog wire going into the ground. They're not going nowhere. I put a little roof over the top so that when it is pouring down rain and we're just staying here watching, we can stand outside instead of being cramped up inside. And then it didn't come with a door, so I used channel iron, hammered it into place and welded it. It can't come loose. The door itself is a 1/4-inch steel plate. It's reinforced on the inside. I'll show that in a second. The door handles, it's made out of junk steel. Pop it up, open. Oh. And on the inside, we can sit 8 comfortably, or probably 30 if everybody was scared enough. But there's the door with the reinforced not channel iron, we call it angle iron. Piano hinges welded on to the door frame and the door itself. And I'm pretty convinced we could sit here through a Cat 5, come out on the other side. There's a lot of overkill to this, but it's here to stay. It is vented 2 places, and both vents have a screen with a big, I bought them at a truck stop. They're made for big water hoses. I put over them so that the wasps can't get in, build their nest up there. So in 20 years, we've probably been in here 4 or 5 times. The siren's going off, and nothing happened, but just a peace of mind and a place to go later on.